think we're live.
Let me check. See? No. Yep, we are live.
All
We
right.
definitely live, dog.
So
Hold on.
I'm looking
The
at.
boxes is mad. The camera boxes is
That's what
mad
I was.
small.
That's what I was saying. So all right.
Oh, that's easy to fix, bro. Just click on it. Like, let's do some live troubleshooting.
No cap.
Click on one,
So that's me doing that now.
and it should have like the little it should have the little uh so what you need to do is not like that. Make
Okay.
it back small again.
Okay.
Make it back small again.
Mhm.
And then not on the corner boxes, but on any of the boxes that's on the flat sides. You hold down the ALT, the Alt button, and widen it out, and it'll show
Oh.
more. That's how you do it. And then once you get your whole picture in the frame, and then you use the corner buttons to resize it.
Okay.
Okay.
We learning. We learning. Live editing the stream. All right. I think I got it. Let's see. Can you hear me? I'm not even moving no more. Well, to the two viewers that are watching, I am currently running the stream right now, and this is my first time.
Hey,
So,
carry for a minute, dog. Carry for a minute.
yeah. So, this is my
Uh,
first time running the stream, and we're still learning. Uh, I don't know what's going on with my camera, but also my co host doesn't have his camera today, so I think we'll be fine. As long as this can move. Yes. So, first and foremost, adameve.com, promo code RRPOD. I don't have my sign today, so you have to hear my voice. But you get about 50% off almost everything in the online store, a free lover's kit, free and discreet shipping, and 6 free videos. And also, Adam Eve did not increase their prices during inflation, so go shop with them for your lover. Um, yeah, so let's get into it.
hold on, hold on. We got a new Adam and Eve read. Plus, we got to put some holiday themes in there. Holiday themes.
Oh yeah, so holiday is coming up, so go get your lover something for the holidays from adameve.com and use that promo code RRPOD. Make it a good holiday season for you and your lover with something from adameve.com. I will read the actual script and have that better for you the next time, guys. So, adameve.com, promo code RRPOD. So on November 4th,
Hold on. Let me help you with this camera situation. I can fix this for you.
oh, you
'Cause I
got
can
it.
see it. Yeah.
All right.
So so what you want to do is
Mm-hmm.
the boxes, the little resize boxes that's on either side,
Mm-hmm.
like left, right, bottom, or top.
Mm-hmm.
Just not in the corners. Use the out button
Mm-hmm.
and widen those out until you can see your whole camera.
Okay.
And then once you widen those out so you can see your whole camera, use one of the buttons on the corner to shrink it back down into a manageable size.
Okay. And still use Alt, right?
Not when you resizing it. Only use alt when you not when you use the diagonal joint. Only use alt when you trying to make your whole camera visible, but not when you use the one on the corner though.
Okay. Is it any way? Hold on. I think I'm figuring. All right. I got it. I got it.
You get in there.
Thank you to our few viewers that are, you know, working with me right now. I appreciate you and I love you. All right. What it look better?
If they done seen this enough times, they know that the brand is messing up and then trying to fix it poorly.
All right. So, but my camera's not
Eh,
working.
oh yeah, hold on. You got it set up decently enough. What I could tell. Am I still on the live, or have I been booted off?
You still here? I don't see myself now. Oh, where did I go?
It's a look next to your camera. No, I think it's Mari Cam 3.
I see Mari
I
Cam
think
2.
that's the one that should, or it should have like a little eyeball next to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it got an eyeball, if that eyeball got a line through it, click that eyeball.
Yeah, so I'm clicking it and it's still not coming up.
Try Mari Cam 3. I think the 3 is the ones that I was using.
Alright, because I see Mari Cam 4 and Mari Cam 2 and Cam 3. Let's,
Mari Cam 2 is the right one. That's the one.
okay, and that one, alright, so I turn it off and I turn it back on. I'm still not there.
The eyeball, you click the eyeball, click it ain't working.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I don't know where you went.
Yeah, this is crazy. I just
You want to do a no camera joint?
uh fuck it. We might as well. We might as well.
So go to the eyeball that's next to music videos.
Mm-hmm.
Click the eyeball to hide the music video joint. and then double click on the one that say no cam video window,
Mm-hmm.
and then use that window. You use that one as the source. So open up the one that's open up the one that you got the her loss stuff in
Okay.
your browser, and it should bring that.
All right. All right. How does it look now?
Let me check because I gotta go back and I gotta pick up my little. All right, we good. We good. We just do it that way.
All right.
You don't have to expand it though. You can put it back.
Oh, okay.
I had it expanded enough where it went and blocked the chat.
Okay. All right. I think we good.
Yeah, right there is good. Then go back to the her loss little video windows where you wanted to have the songs and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we need to put review in the title. I can change that from over here though.
Okay.
You don't have to worry about that.
Oh, 5 viewers. So
You can go ahead on and start
I was about to
reviewing
say.
the album now.
All right. So I just want to throw in there. This is my
And
first
all
time.
and yeah, keep Streamlabs open on your side, like in one of your monitors, cause that's where you're gonna see the chat at.
Yeah. So that's what I'm in. I'm in there now. So I got that as my main screen. But
Right, right.
so for those who just joined, I am running the stream today, Mari, and this is my first time. So let's you see we don't have cameras. So let's start with that. But we're gonna be reviewing Her Loss. It was released November 4th, 2022. A 21 Savage and Drake collaboration. Uh, Going into this on my first listen, I would say this was probably the best first listen that I had in a while. Uh, I think it was fire. I would even go as far as saying this may be one of the top contenders for album of the year. So, with that being said, I think this is one of them ones. The Let's talk about the album cover a little bit. So this one on the album cover, her name
Oh
is
snap! Was I muted?
yeah, you
Oh,
was muted.
oh, I was muted. I said, oh, hold on. I said, I wouldn't go as far as to say it's one of them ones. I say the album was alright though, but I thought the album cover, I thought that was Blueface girlfriend, bro. That's
Mm-mm.
what I thought it was.
So her name is Kui Yasuka, and Blueface girlfriend is named Krayshawn Rock.
I know her name, but I was like, when I looked at her, I was like, that's Blueface chick on the front of their album. Why? But I thought they, maybe I just don't know what she looked like well enough. That's that's probably it.
Yeah, but I would say this album is a strong contender for album of the year in my opinion, and I'll get into that a little bit later. But so the question is, I want to ask you, what were
Yeah,
your
you gotta
initial
get it
thoughts?
to that. Um,
And let's go, and we can go through the track list and everything.
I mean, my initial thoughts about the album. I mean, I thought the album was pretty decent. Was pretty. good. It just won't nothing to jump out. You know, it won't nothing to jump up and down for to me. And maybe I sound like I'm being negative or whatever, but I ain't being negative though. It's just a good album. Like it's an album. To be honest with you, I'm gonna forget about this album in like 2 weeks, bro. Like I'm promise you, I am. Like it's that's what it's one of those for me. It's one of those where yeah, the album is good. It's definitely not bad. It's definitely not something where I was looking while I was listening to it like, okay, when is this gonna be over? But it's also not something that I'm like, all right, I gotta hear that again. Like I saw DJ Academics on the hands and knees slurping up Drake over this album, bro. Come on, like this is not. It's not that, bro. It's not that.
Yeah, I also saw DJ Academics, but he did have a point. I will say this album is better than Little Baby's album, and I would go as
I
far
never
as
listened to
saying
Lil Baby's album.
I would say it's even better than Kodak Black and G Herbo's album because they released recently as well. So I would go as far as saying this is probably the best album as far as straight rap that I've heard so far this year.
Ain't no way. Not, bro. It's I can list 3 albums that's better than this right now off
Yeah,
the
probably
top of my
Jid,
head
Jid,
when it comes
but
and Freddie Gibbs. I
see,
I take all 3 of them over this.
and I would say I don't think Freddie Gibbs' album is better than this, but this album does have a lot of qualities that I like, and I think that's why my opinion is like that because this album has a lot of those singing real soul samples, and I feel like they did it well. And it also has like a good amount of songs that
But
use
that's a
other
Drake
classic songs as well. And I mean, yeah, Drake does do that often.
a Drake thing. Like that's the soul sample singing. That's a Drake thing, and the thing about it is, at least to me, he don't never do nothing special with it. He make decent songs out of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like what's that joint? Like maybe my favorite one that I heard from him, I can't remember. It's the furthest thing. That's what it's called. The furthest thing from perfect. Like everyone I know. When you get to the second half of that song with the Jake One beat,
Mm-hmm.
with like the choir going in the background and all of that, like that's probably my favorite joint that he did this with.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but it's not it's not he don't never do nothing extraordinary with it, but I mean Drake ain't no extraordinary rapper, so he probably can't do nothing extraordinary with it. He just a person who make good quality. He made good quality music, like good songs that don't. He's great at making songs that don't have to lean on him being super technical with rap. Because even when he is being more of a technical rapper, he's not the top of the game at it. He just the top of the game at being able to make good music. That's what he is to me.
Yeah, I will
So I
agree
don't
that his music
necessarily
on this
think he
album is
needs
great,
to.
but you don't think he was really rapping? Like, you don't think this nigga raps were kind of, they were pretty decent. One of
I
my
mean, I
favorite
don't grade
bars,
on curves, so
one of my favorite bars was
I
that damn,
don't grade on
I
curves.
send them bills, 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 like the two girls that's standing next to B. And I thought that was clever.
I mean, I know, but I mean, you won't dig. You ain't gonna dig no. If you want to make a Destiny's Child reference, you ain't gonna dig no deeper than one of their biggest hits of all time.
Hmm.
Like, like everybody know that. You that ain't what's clever about that.
But for one,
That's like
I
Bill's.
never heard anybody coming from that, but I never heard anybody even put a bar like that in a song, like a Destiny's Child bar. So for this being the first time I heard that, I thought it was kind of cool, and I would say he probably used. I don't want to sound like a Drake stan or no shit like that, cause I'm not. I'm no DJ Academics, but I do think
Yeah.
he did a lot of good rapping in this shit. Like great.
Oh yeah, he does. He does do some good rapping. I ain't saying that he's trash at rapping. No.
Mm-hmm.
That's not. I'm far from saying that. I'm saying that the rapping ain't what like you don't like the rapping that Drake do. You don't have to. How can I put it? It ain't at no high. It ain't at no super high level. Like and to be fair, to be honest, I don't really want to hear rap that's at a super high. I'm trying to be a super technical rapper anymore. So I'm not using this as a slight against him.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm just saying that just ain't what it is. But when you get these people who be trying to do all that super technical rap, they get so caught up in trying to sound like they breaking down and throwing bars and they be losing track of wherever the fuck like prime example is Papoose, right?
Yeah.
Papoose be doing that super technical rap where he be rapping the ABCs, and then if you really listen to it, you start realizing he ain't really rapping about nothing. He just saying a bunch of big words that start with each letter. like
Mm-hmm.
so, like that's see. So I'm not using it as a slight against him, but I'm just saying like he don't he just ain't he don't take it like he don't take it there to make he don't make his songs stand out from one another. So if you heard one of those soul sample Drake songs, you heard them all. That's why I was so taken by surprise in a good way when 3 a.m. on Glenwood came on and it was 21 Savage doing the rapping because when the beat come on, it sounds just like it's gonna be one of them another one of them Drake timestamp songs. And to me, I know people love those. Those are my least favorite songs by him. Like those 5 a.m. here, 4 a.m. here. Those are the songs I like least by Drake because that's the ones where he really trying to get super lyrical and they mostly all just fall flat for me because I don't need Drake to be lyrical, bro. Like I don't
Mm-hmm.
like so I'd rather hear something like worse behavior
Right.
from Drake than him trying to do some super lyrical shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel you.
Like
But
that junk like
I do feel like this was probably off that first listen. This was probably one of my favorite Drake tapes, right next to "If You're Reading This Is Too Late," and that's an actual fact. Like I don't know,
I mean, I won't go
I will
against that.
also say that every
I won't
song
go
on
against
this,
that.
I would say every song on this felt fresh. Like it didn't feel like I didn't get none of that. I didn't get anything that felt like it was a carbon copy. And this is also something I said about
Oh,
that
we
Little
can
Baby album because I was saying if
we
you're
can
not
we
really
can dive into that.
yeah, so like even with Lil Baby's album, if and this I said this from the beginning, if you are listening to that album and you not really listening to what he's saying, all of those songs sound like they are run together. And I mean, I'm not saying that that's bad, but it just not all of it sounds the same, and you'll feel like you're just listening to one continuous song. But on this, all the beats,
Let me
the
ask you
beat
a question.
switches, the yo, what was you saying?
Well, my question for you is were you talking about that they don't sound like they don't sound like a carbon copy of each other, or they don't sound like a carbon copy of other Drake stuff?
They don't sound like a carbon copy of each other because I can say
Oh, okay.
that middle of the ocean. I would say it's pretty similar to like Chicago freestyle. as far as that same flow. But I can also say, as far it's only similar because of his flow. It's not similar for how they sound. I feel like they sound like two different songs.
I got you.
But I will I can
So I'm about to say
I can
because
sit on the fact that this joint is probably one of my favorite Drake tapes also.
I don't know. I wouldn't say my one of my favorite. I like with Drake. I like if you're reading this, it's too late. It's my favorite one.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Scorpion is probably better than this to me.
Scorpion.
And views.
See, and I mean, I can get with that. I can see why you would say Scorpion is still better because I also believe Scorpion is heat. And I mean, I'll be honest. I don't really, other than with that, honestly, never mind. But I can't even really say that one because that wasn't even really a rap album. It was a dance album. So I can get that, but I don't really think Drake missed. He doesn't miss often. And when you add
He missed on
songs,
Take Care. He missed on his first album. He missed
see,
on that one with the sky on the front. Those is all misses.
see, but I would say that's strictly opinionated because it's so many people who love those albums. I even have went back and listened to those albums like, damn, some of this shit is really hot. Like, especially on Take Care. Take Care got some heat up there, like for real. But
That's my least favorite.
and I mean, and I get it because even me, I wasn't even on that Take Care for a while. Like I didn't like Drake back then, but I went back and listened to it, and then I'm like, all right, some of these are kind of good, but I don't know. I'm not. I don't really think Drake just knows how to make good music, and he takes people like 21 Savage who is great at what he does, and he puts him on this shit and
Hold
makes
on a
a great
second,
album.
bro. And he man, I ain't gonna. I won't call the boy. I don't like Take Care, bro. Take Care can get out of here. It ain't nothing that I can do or say to like Take Care, but
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna call that boy like. I don't think he got albums that's flat out trash, but it's just, I mean, to me, they just don't. I don't like them joints.
Right.
So that's how I put it. But um, excuse me, but the this one right here ain't up there with his best joints to me.
Mm.
Not with if you reading this or Scorpion or Views. I like all of them better than this.
So we got a comment from Cap Glow. He said, Frankie, 7.5 for the album.
Yeah, 7.5. How you guess my joint?
I sent it in the chat. I told him to come in
Oh,
and give some
I
comments.
say
So, and that's the thing. We get so
seven 7.5.
get into the ratings, and we can also get into why you gave it that rating. So I'll let you go first, and then I'll go second.
Oh, the flat out reason why it's a 7.5 is because it's just songs on there I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's way more songs on this album that I do like than that I don't like. So let's not get it like I'm hating on it. But like, let's see,
Cap Glow,
Spin
Boss
About You,
Five.
Spin About You, Treacherous Twins, um, Jumbotron shit popping, and I guess it's fuck me. Like I can do without all them. And people are saying that's wild because this album came out yesterday, bro. Like ain't nobody gonna be saying that's wild in a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm. Well,
That's it.
I would say, with me at least, I don't think it's one bad song on this album. But I will say my least favorite is probably I guess it's Fuck Me. But I still don't think it's a bad song. My one of my favorite songs is actually Treacherous Twins. I really like that song,
I don't
and
like
that
that
was
junk.
one
That
that
junk is
really
trash.
stood out to me, and I don't know why. I don't know whether it's the sample, I don't know whether it's the words, but some of my favorites off this: Privileged Rappers, Treacherous Twins, Middle of the Ocean, Pussy in Millions,
I love that
3
one.
a.m. on Glenwood.
That one too. 3 a.m. on Glenwood is heat, especially because it's 20. Like to me, now somebody might call me crazy, right? Somebody might call me crazy. To me, 21 Savage did a better job on 3 a.m. on Glenwood than Drake did on any of his this time of night songs ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like 3 a.m. on Glenwood, like even better. Like I don't even remember what this joint is called. Like I'm gonna have to let me go look. Let me go look real quick. I don't remember what it called because I don't like it, bro. Like, let me go look quick. Hold on a second. Hold on. If you're reading this, it's too late, bruh. 6 p.m. in New York. That's the one that's on my favorite ever Drake album ever, and I like 3 a.m. on Glenwood better than that too.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just don't like them. Like it ain't that they not bad songs. Don't get me wrong, but and
You
then
could do without them.
that's the thing. That's the thing. 6 p.m. in New York when it come down to the Drake ones is my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, you gotta love it. Oh, yeah, I like the beat and everything, but I just think that like I don't come to him for his rapping ability like that. As long as he keeping a flow, which he keeps a million of them because he steals them. Like he took one on one of these songs, bro. I can't remember which one it is. He took that Detroit flow and just used it so badly, bro. Like not used it badly like he did trash at it, but I mean you could tell that this is the Detroit flow. This is nothing that you ever heard Drake rap like ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like he took that Detroit flow. He sounded it wouldn't the song wouldn't have sounded out of place if T Grizzly was rapping it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Flat out.
You know which
Let me
song this
find
was?
that joint, cause what's that?
No, I was asking what song was it?
Oh, you. Oh, I'm about to pull it up right now,
Mm-hmm.
cause I ain't commit the joint the memory, but I'm about to pull it up right now.
We probably shouldn't play this album on the live. What do you think?
Nah, bro. Nah, we should not.
That should
Hmm,
probably get us.
Let me see. It's the jumbotron shit popping.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one. The the jumbotron popping is straight up Detroit flow.
Mm-hmm.
It's Detroit flow down to the point where he don't even rhyme every bar. Like you know how the rhyme schemes on those Detroit songs be all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Like he did the same thing with this one.
So would you say that Drumbotron shit popping is your least favorite song?
No. Jumbotron shit popping ain't my least favorite song. Probably Treacherous Twins is.
Mm. So why don't you like that one? Or it's just one of those ones that just wasn't hitting?
Bruh, that shit was garbage, bro. Like, I'm sorry. That's the only one that I thought was like, nah. That whole, would you kill for me, ride with me, do a crime with me? You my nah, fuck that. I don't like them type of songs. Get them out of here. I don't like that shit, bro. The last one that I like that was I don't was the Tupac '03 Bonnie. I mean, was the Bonnie and Clyde Tupac? Me and my girlfriend, or what it was called, 9-6 Bonnie and Clyde, when he was literally rapping about his pistol. Bro, I don't even like the Jay Z and Beyonce version. The '03 Bonnie and Clyde, bro. Get them Bonnie and Clyde songs up out of here. Get them out of here. Hey, I can't even really think of one. I can't think of one by no artist that I like. Like I'm even trying to think of ones by like Ghostface Killer or something. Like, and I can't. I just think I don't get down with that. Like, no, the only good song like that is "All I Need" by Method Man. That's the only one, and that's literally the best example of that type of song that's ever been made and that's probably ever gonna be made. Like that junk is iconic, and it ain't really because he ain't really putting down. But it ain't a Bonnie and Clyde type song. It's more of a hold me down type song. Not like the not the way that they was rapping it. It was more of a hold me down like in a relationship, man and woman type thing. While he's saying like no need to shop around, I got the good stuff at home and all that. He won't really talking about doing a bid or would you take time for a crime you didn't do for me? Get the fuck out of here. The first thing she gonna do is tell on your ass. Your ass is going to jail. You think you better find that one super special one if you think she gonna take some time for you. You better find that super one. But like, yeah, I mean, I know that it ain't meant to be.
I fuck with Treacherous Twins. Also, another song along the lines of a love song that's a rap song, but the nigga rapping to his pistol is When Sparks Fly by Vince Staples. Could I play that one up here? Because I would love to hear that shit.
Probably not, bro. Like I don't know, cause they hit us with the joint for takeoff like immediately, but it was only a copyright claim though. It wasn't a copyright strike, but our views stopped going as soon as that claim came through, bro. It just took the video right out the algorithm. Like I think we might have to stop playing music on the pod altogether, bro. Like, because I noticed we was even getting hit with copyright claims for like the independent artists was playing, like, which surprised me because I know that they didn't do it, but somebody was doing it on their behalf. But I mean, we'll figure out a way around it. But yeah, 7.5 and the 7.5 on the album, like I said, is strictly because I can't give a album a high score when it's like 4 songs on that and I don't mess with like. And to me, a 7.5 is a high score. 7.5 mean I liked it. My scale is the real scale. My scale ain't on no curve. My scale ain't one of them scales to where if somebody gives something a 7, that means it's trash. My scale is if you decent. Trash.
Or 5 would be decent.
No, a 5 is decent. No, this is my scale. 1 to 3 is trash. Between a 4 is not quite trash, but it's still not good. A 5 is decent. A 6 is above average. A 7 is good. A 8 is great. A 9, anything in the 9 range is album of the year material. And a 10 is something that's like an all-time enjoyment. If I listen to this in 10 years, I'ma still love it. That's how it is. So that's how my scale goes. So like a 7 ain't.
And another person did have a question. It's not in the chat though, but what are some of those 9 and 10 albums for you?
Like like all time or like this year? Okay, so like let's go. I can go from the last 10 years. I can give out like all the albums that's like 10 out of 10s for me. Like in the last, like recent albums. Um, matter of fact, I'll give out albums that's like in the 9 and the 10 range for me. So like 10 out of 10 type of album is Rodeo by Travis Scott. Um, Beauty Behind the Madness by The Weeknd. Let's see. You got the Kid See Ghost, Kanye and Kid Cudi collaboration album. You got um let's see, maybe not quite at a 10 level, but like still like one of those joints. Nah, I gotta give it a 10. If you're reading this, it's too late. Like I still love that album to this day. Like I was the first time I ever heard it. Like, but not
What was
quite at
that
a
the album that
10,
made
but
you was
still
that the album
high
that got you into
quality.
liking Drake?
What it is, bro. Like I picked it up and listened to it. Like I another Drake album, another album I ain't gonna like, bro. And I couldn't believe what I was hearing, bro. I was like, hold on, bro. It was that when I got to the running through the six with my that Know Yourself was the song that solidified to me that all right, I need to start listening to Drake. Know Yourself was the one that solidified to me. I need to stop bullshit and start listening to Drake. Like, so then you got let's see. Let me continue down the road. Views ain't a 10, but it's still high quality to me. Um, you got the FM by Vince Staples. That's another 10 out of 10. The only I know this is about to sound crazy, but the only thing against that album that I got is that it's too short. That's it. And I know usually I be complaining about albums being too long, but this album is only like 18 minutes, bro. Like that's just not cutting it. Like and um you got hold on a second. A Love Letter to You Part 3 by Trippie Redd. Like he kind of like he had like a 2 album super run to me and then he just fell off. That's how he went to me. So you had A Love Letter to You Part 3 and then his first actual album, Life's a Trip. Like those was my co-album of the years in 2018. Those was my double album of the years back then. And the only reason that they beat FM by Vince Staples because FM was too short. It's only like 18 minutes.
Right.
That's why. You got Pinata by Freddie Gibbs and Madlib.
Yeah.
And Bandana by Freddie Gibbs and Madlib. That's like those two joints. Those is my 10 out of 10s. You got Culture by the Migos. They might not quite reach a 10, but it's in that range. Like those is my joints, like recent joints. If you want to go all time, you already know. Damn near the whole Outkast discography. You got Into the 36 Chambers, Only Built for Cuban Links, Iron Man, Supreme Clientele. Like, let's see, A Tribe Called Quest album number 1, 2, 3, 4, and the last one, literally the only album by them that I don't feel like that is The Love Movement. That's the only one that I don't feel, but all other 5 of them, I could give a 10 out of 10. You got Ice Cube first 2 albums, NWA first album, Dr. Dre first album, Wu-Tang Clan's third album, Wu-Tang Forever. It's almost a 10, but it's got 2 songs on the back end of it that I hate so much that I just can't put it there. Like the last 2 songs, that Black Shampoo shit, and that shit is garbage. Like I don't even care. Like if whether they my favorite or not, I have to call it how it is. You got Busta Rhymes' first two albums. Let's see, let's see, Missy Elliott first album, Lauryn Hill only album. Um, let's go with some more. Let's go down south. You got King by Ti. You got Thug Motivation 101 by Young Jeezy. You got you got shit, The Diary by Scarface, The Fix by Scarface. You got uh Grip It on That Other Level by the Ghetto Boys. You got Outcast album number one, two, three, four, and five. Literally the only one I wouldn't go with is the Idlewild soundtrack. That's the only one. You got the Carter 3 by Lil Wayne. That's like, do I need to keep going?
Yeah. Nah, I get it. But well, when you mention things like the Carter Three and then put it in conversation with this album, it ain't really, it don't really stick. But I would say, as far as
But
anything that has came out recently, this is probably something that can contend with those albums, in my opinion. I did find it a
I wouldn't
little. I
say
ain't gonna say it's strange, but I found it a little cool that Lil Yachty is a big piece in this album as well. From being a writer on some of the
but don't
songs
give
to the
Lil Yachty
producer,
the
and
and the producer.
he found the picture. He found the cover art. He proposed it to Drake on
Look,
the
look,
album.
look, look. I'm gonna say it like this: people just don't give Lil Yachty the damn recognition that they should. Now I know a lot of his albums ain't really good, but that Lil Boat mixtape is fire. Number one, the
Mm-hmm.
first one, and number two, bruh. Look, if whether you however you feel, bruh, his new song is so hot, my nigga. Like I know it's only a minute and a half long, but the shit is so good. The
Mm-hmm.
Poland joint,
Mm-hmm.
like
I took a
he
walk
got talent musically.
to Poland. That shit fire. Nah, but
Yeah,
I
bro.
thought that was really cool how they well, I mean, Lil Yachty is a good artist. And I found it I didn't know that he discovered the picture for the artwork until today. So, and along with him
Yeah,
producing
I
some of
didn't
these
know it either, bro.
along with him writing and producing some of these songs, that's pretty good.
Yeah, like I didn't know he wrote some of them. I know he produced some of them. I ain't know about the picture thing, but I ain't surprised when it came to his production. I ain't surprised about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like people just don't associate Lil Yachty with being worth a damn. That's what it is. They associate it with making like viral songs.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what they do. But I mean, I don't really put that. I don't put nobody like if you making music professionally, like I don't disregard your skills until you show me that your skills should be disregarded. Like
Mm-hmm.
I didn't come to the conclusion that I don't mess with Lil Durk's music until after I listened to a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? Like I figured like I listened to a lot of his music that bring me to the conclusion that I don't like it. That's how it went. So um but with this album, I wouldn't necessarily start trying to stack it up against other things. Like it's not that it's not something that's gonna be not it's not something that's gonna be ruffling up my top five of the year. Like it ain't something that's gonna be approaching that. Like it's just something that's cool to listen to.
Yeah, I agree.
Like I can get into the joints
It
that I
is
really
definitely cool to listen to, but as far as right now and everything I've heard, and for that end of the year list, I'm gonna go back and listen to the Mr. Morales and uh,
I ain't listening to that again because I know that ain't in my list. I
Yeah,
listen to that way more than
I've been
enough.
going back and listening to that just to see if it hits the ears different. I did go back and listen to Silent Hill, just the song, and I was like, that was probably one of the best songs of the year, though, in my opinion. That's a very good song, and it was a very good feature by
Yeah,
Kodak Black.
Kodak Black part.
Yeah.
Nah, not the rest of it though.
Mm-hmm. So
See, like let me get into let me get into the parts about this album that I do love.
okay.
So like let's say let's get it. Major Distribution. What a great song, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like just the way it come on with that little uh the little Drake singing with a piano playing, and it sound like it's gonna be some type of Drake sing fest, and then all of a sudden it take a hard right turn, and that hard beat come on with nothing but a 808 drum, a snare, a hi hat that's all over the place that don't know where it want to be, and that one piano loop, bruh. Sound like something out of a fucking horror movie.
Yeah, and I would say that's another thing that I really liked about this
Oh,
album. The album switches were crazy. Like the production on this album was just good, and I think that's one of the main reasons I like it as much as I do. The production is great across the board.
bruh, the major distribution joint is fire. And you got let me see. I got a major distribution is one of the joints. Then you got Rich Flex. It was okay. On BS, it's a typical Tay Keith, Drake and them collaboration. Back Outside Boys, I like that one.
Yeah, I like that one.
Privileged Rappers is okay.
That was
Spin About You,
another one
no.
of my favorites. I like Spin About You.
Circo Loco, I love the One More Time sample.
Mm-hmm.
Pussy in Millions, that's the Lil Yachty beat that really even surprised me.
Mm-hmm.
Jump was amazing. Broke Boys, I love Broke Boys. That the beat on Broke Boys might be one of my favorite beats of the year.
Yeah, so that's Take Keith.
It sound like I love Tay Keith.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering when he was gonna get back to it because for a minute he took a break.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm talking about like just the beat on that joint, like and it sound like some type of it sound like a siren, but if the police car or if the ambulance done crashed and the siren is just struggling to keep working correctly.
Mm-hmm.
That joint is heavy right there. And then of course 3 a.m. on Glenwood and maybe my favorite joint, More M's. Metro Boomin is probably my favorite producer in the modern era.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think he might be the best, especially that his big break came on a song that I don't even like, which is that going up on a Tuesday shit.
Oh yeah. Got the club going up on a Tuesday. Yeah. Nah, I don't know. This album was extremely good. Extremely good. Lil Yachty produced one, two, three songs. He produced Back Outside Boys, Privileged Rappers, and Pussy in Millions. And I think all of those, and well, of course, he had other people. I mean, I would assume it would be other co-producers as well. But
If his name was first, then he produced it. All them other people is co-producers who probably added little hi hats or something
all
later.
right, so
But
Back Outside Boys
if his
produced
name is up there
Privileged
first,
and
he did it.
Millions.
Mm-hmm.
that's some good ones to produce because those songs are some of my favorites. So to see that is pretty good.
I ain't gonna go like niggas need to just give Lil Yachty the respect, bro.
Exactly.
And come a time when hold on, I'm the one on stream eating now.
I'd already ate.
It come a time when you a hip hop fan, bro. Whether you an old school hip hop fan like me,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta stop with the bullshit, right? Just because a nigga ain't from the '90s, don't mean you can't like what they do.
Right.
So it ain't no reason to start going to like, oh, acting surprised that Lil Yachty, a nigga that's literally making millions off of music, is good at doing music. Right. Why are we surprised by this? It's a reason why people keep listening to him.
Mm-hmm.
It's a reason why he can go away, do commercials, barely make music, and come back and drop one of the smash hits of the year after he ain't really been putting out consistent music for like 2 years.
Right.
So like I don't even like it is just like you either if you don't like the music, if you ain't how can I put it? If you ain't willing to accept new artists, then you don't like the music no more. Because the niggas who you listening to 30 years ago ain't gonna be making music forever.
Mm-hmm.
That's just it for me. In the end, like I ain't gonna say like I said, this album ain't no album of the year contender for me. I know what my album of the year is. Nothing is topped it yet. Which is the Painless by Nilla Yanya. When it comes to rap albums, I like the JID album, the Freddie Gibbs album better than this, and the Pusha T album.
Mm-hmm.
But this is still a good album. It's still a good album to me. And it was good. It was good from the standpoint of yeah, it dropped at a time where people just keep dropping trash.
Mm-hmm.
So they dropped a surprise album that was at least worth a damn to listen to.
Yeah. And I think that's really what hit the most for me. It was a good album on that first initial listen. I didn't really have to be like, dang, well, all of the songs ain't that great. Like I literally thought every song up here was pretty fucking good. So I think this is a good one for me. I would say
Yeah.
I would still keep it around that 9 range for these first few listens. And I mean, if it just so happens a week later, I'm like, I mean, that that Drake effect don't wear off, then so be it. But right now, I still think I'm still giving it a 9.
And there ain't nothing wrong with that. It take a special album, bro, for it to hit the same on listen number 1,000 as it did on listen number one.
Mm-hmm.
And just the sad, horrible truth is a majority of music. Let me stop. A majority of everything you consume is going to degrade for you over time.
Mm-hmm.
Not everything is going to be able to be your favorite, bro. I just don't have like I own up, own up right now. I gave Mr. Moral, I gave Mr. Moral unfair praise on the first listen that we had. Cause I went into it thinking that I was gonna have something like I went into it thinking that this is Kendrick, so he about to drop us some heat.
Mm-hmm.
And that clouded my judgment. As we listen, bro. Like if you watch our you go back and watch our live, you start seeing me realize that I was on some bull crap when we got to that my auntie is a man now song.
Mm-hmm.
When we got to that song, started thinking, man, I don't like this shit. Like,
And that was, I mean, and my auntie is a man now, or auntie, whatever it's called. I don't like that song.
Auntie Diaries.
He could have really left that off. He could have left that off immediately.
But it won't that song who did it for me. It was that song who woke me up.
Mm-hmm.
Woke me up out the trance that I was in. So I own up. It was that song that brought me up out the trance. But it won't that song ain't the first song on that album I don't like. But most of the songs on that album I can skip.
Right.
The song that should have woke me up on that Mr. Morrow was that We Cry Together garbage.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. But I'm just not like I'm not falling into them traps anymore.
Right.
All right. So ain't nothing to be ashamed of for an album to get a 7.5. Like that don't mean your album is trash.
Yeah.
That just means that it ain't perfect, really.
So do you think it's
Right.
been
Well,
a
people are
complete perfect album this year? Because I don't think I've heard a perfect album this year.
only one, bro. My album of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't even a rap album.
Yeah. But. Mm-hmm.
I love that album. Her album is amazing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's incredible. Every song, everyone from front to back, everyone. I ain't heard no rap album the whole year that came close to making me think that that rap album was competition for her album. Oh, what
New
was that?
subscriber! One new sub.
Got a new follower?
Yes. Thank you. We appreciate you and we love you.
Shout out.
But
Shout out to you, whoever you are. I can't see the pop up over here.
okay. But nah, this shit is heat.
Good album. Definitely a good album. Definitely not trash.
Yeah, I don't
But my favorite album of the year is Painless by Nulla Frenyanya, and that's gonna how it's gonna stay. Like it ain't changing.
mm-hmm.
Right? It's literally the best album I heard all year. It came out in February, and it's been constantly the best album I listened to all year
Yeah.
through everything else.
I was about to say we could definitely hop on here and review that one again too. Well, I don't think we reviewed it on the
Yeah,
stream
we
yet.
did. We talked about it. We did talk about it. I don't know if it was a full review though,
Yeah, let's do a full review.
but we can do it. I definitely review that. I didn't listen to that album like I done probably listened to that album literally over 150 times this year,
Hmm.
all the way through. Like,
Yeah, that
and
sounds
like when
about
you
like
just
how
sent
I
me the
was.
joint, like,
That was about how I was with the damn Vince Staples when it came out. Like I was listening to that shit on repeat. Like it was crazy.
I listened to her album on repeat so many times, bro. That album took me through whole road trips. Just that.
Mm-hmm. Nah,
But just
I
that.
even because I listened to I sent that album to you. So I mean I know it's good, but I do
Mm-hmm.
want to go back and give it a full review that it deserves because that album does deserve a full review.
Bro, that album, bro, when you get the tracks like Midnight Sun, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Midnight Sun,
I
you be
think my
thinking
joint
like
up there is it's like it's I think it's called Left Right.
Left Right is my favorite song of the year.
Mm-hmm.
It's called LR, but it's Left Right is what it
Yeah.
stands for.
Nah,
Bro.
that's my favorite.
Well, that joint, the Midnight Sun joint, the Chase, Stabilize, the Dealer, all of it, the whole album, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, like the joint, this the it hit so much on a different level. Like it's like you when you listen to her album, it's like you done put on a virtual reality. Matter of fact, not virtual reality. Have you ever been on one of those rides at the amusement park where, like any park, Disney World, Universal Studios, any one of them joints, where you sit in the seat and you looking at a movie screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the whole room go black and the images surround you and the seat just start moving to make it simulate like you going through some type of ride,
Mm-hmm.
but the whole theater that you in engulf you into a whole different world. That's what that album sound like to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when that first guitar riff on the Dealer come on at the beginning. It's like that's the lights going dark, engulfing me into a ride, and I don't even know what happened and what's going on until the last fucking beat of the last song ends.
Right.
That's when I come back to the real world. Like it's a zero skip, 100% of the time. Listen to it all the way through album.
Mm-hmm.
I never go past a song on there. 150 listens.
Nah, I wouldn't.
And 150 listens might be low.
Nah,
That's why, to me, there ain't no rap album to come out this year that's any competition to that album, period.
mm-hmm. But
But that's just my opinion, you know.
I was about to say I don't really got too much on the Drake album now. I mean, it was good. It was good. I enjoy listening to it, and I'm probably gonna still be on it, for a while. I really enjoyed this one. This was a good tape by Drake.
Yeah, good album. 7.5 for me.
Did you have
Good
anything else
album.
you wanted
Few
to get
songs
into?
on it. For this, I got some. We got stuff we gotta talk about, but that's full episode type things.
Mm-hmm.
So like, if it's any other small stuff you wanted to hit, we can keep it moving.
Small. Do I have anything like some small? trying to see if anything jogs my memory. Well, I know we could probably touch on that Kyrie Irving thing. The Kyrie is kind of similar to the same thing that's happening to Kanye right now.
bro. Look, man, look. Go ahead. On, 'cause I don't even know what to say about this stuff anymore.
I don't know what to say about it. They try to. I know they cut his shoe deal, so the Kyrie eights won't be going. They not coming out.
Right.
I think
I know that
his team suspended him.
he got suspended by the Nets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he got suspended, and then he issued an apology after the suspension.
Right. LeBron James said what he said caused a lot of harm to people.
LeBron don't like him anyway.
Yeah.
Like him and LeBron don't like each other, bro. Like,
So how do you feel about it though? Like, do you feel like it's right, or do you feel like this is something?
Kyrie didn't say nothing. He shared a tweet of a video of a movie, of a documentary that's like some documentary about the Black Israelites.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I saw
That's
that.
what he did. In a book or something of the sort. But like, I don't even know why people is going down this road when the real motherfuckers that you need to be going against, like, don't fuck with us or Jewish people. Like the real, like, it ain't got nothing to do. The power disparity to me ain't got nothing to do with black, white, Jewish, or whatever. It got something to do with people who want to keep you pressed down versus people who don't. But like, and let's be for real. Like, Kyrie Irving, he ain't right. He a basketball player. Why is niggas looking up to him anyway?
Right.
More of these athletes. More people need to look at athletes like Michael Jordan told you to look at him. Michael Jordan told you ain't no role model. Charles Barkley said I ain't no role model. He a basketball player. When did Kyrie Irving put off some air of that he should be somebody that we look up to besides the fact that he can shoot a ball?
Mm-hmm.
He ain't Bill Russell out here actually shooting a basketball when his life could be at risk, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Jackie Robinson, like all of that era passed. We already had our leaders in sports. They're gone. Like Muhammad Ali, who literally was protested a war, bro. Like, this ain't what we got going on now. Kyrie Irving ain't like the biggest thing he did that people look up to is do the anti-vaccination shit. Like, he was an anti-vaxxer.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? The coronavirus vaccination turned out to be harmless, nigga. I got 3 of them. I'm still alive, kicking and breathing. Didn't have one side effect from any of them.
Right.
So, like, I mean, it's his choice to do what he want to do, say what he want to say, believe how he want to believe. But at the end of the day, you have to look at these people for what they are. Kyrie Irving's a basketball player. Kanye West is a person who can make beats and who can allegedly rap. Like, because we don't know if he writing that shit or if a million other people are writing it, whatever he be coming out with.
Right.
Kanye West already said his biggest hit. If you listen to that whole Lex Friedman interview, his biggest hit, Stronger, Diamond song. Stronger as Certified Diamond. Timberland had to fix the production on it before he was comfortable putting it out.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that part of the Lex Friedman interview?
No.
It said Kanye West said he was jealous of Timberland, and Timberland fixed the drums on Stronger and went running around the room and said, "I'm the best ever. That's why you brought this motherfucker to me, because you know I'm the best. He said that shit to Kanye face. He said, you brought this to me for me to do it because I'm the best to ever do it. And you know I'm the best to ever do it. So it's Kanye's most well-known, biggest song. He didn't even put it out until another nigga put that magic touch on it. So the version of Stronger that we hear got drums on it that was programmed by Timbaland.
We got another comment
So why?
from your confused mom. She said, I don't recall.
Look at the Lex Friedman joint. Type up Kanye. Look, search up Kanye West Timbaland right now. I'm sure somebody done clipped it. Search it up.
Not Timberlake.
Oh, she said shit. Let's see. See, he ain't even got it. He said he wanted to make a song that sounded better than Sexy Back because his girlfriend liked Sexy Back too much.
Kanye West and Timberland in the studio working on Stronger.
No, I ain't never seen that video. I seen the video. I'm talking about in the Lex Friedman interview. He said he was mad. He was jealous of Timberland because Timberland came out and fixed Stronger and boasted about being the best. That's why you brought it to me because you know I'm the best.
Okay. All right.
Yep. Said there she is. I got the YouTube pulled up. She said, yeah, she remembered because he was running around the room. Yeah, Kanye said he played Stronger in the club and it didn't sound right. So he took it to Timberland and Timberland fixed it. He said his girlfriend liked Timberlake too. Yeah, but yeah, that's, at the end of the day, though, that's my thing. Kanye, Kyrie, all of that. Why are we even looking up to these people? They just people who got. He's skilled at. One of them is skilled at music. One of them is skilled at basketball. Neither one of them is skilled at being people who should lead anybody anywhere. Because Kanye West just told you flat out he couldn't even lead a record label. He said that in the Lex Friedman interview. He didn't even know how to run good music. So how we gonna trust him to do anything else if he can't lead a bunch of niggas who ain't doing nothing but rapping? Kyrie Irving can't even lead a basketball team. He's a point guard, and he can't even lead a basketball team. LeBron James on the most successful Kyrie Irving team on LeBron James was the leader of it. Right. He was the point guard. LeBron was effectively the point guard on that championship Cavs team that beat the Warriors. Kyrie Irving wasn't the leader, so why is we taking his advice? He can't even lead somebody in a stupid sport. Exactly. People with real life experiences have to lead. And these athletes and entertainers, like, we ain't talking about your local, we ain't talking about your representative in the U.S. Senate putting up an anti-Semitic book or saying something about the Jewish media. We talking about niggas who play basketball and rap. Right? Like, that's what we talking about.
Yeah, the thing should be looking to these people for guidance, though. Not Kanye West, not Kyrie Irving, not anyone.
But that's the sad, horrible truth. The reason why people are so mad at them for what they've said is not because of what they've said. It's because of the reach of what they said. It's because they got blind fans who follow them no matter what. Especially Kanye West. Kanye West got a platform that when he starts saying stupid shit, like look at that tweet he made about Shaq, and then look at like 50,000 people liked it an hour later, and it was some nonsensical rambling, bro. Like it's like look at Kyrie Irving. This is a nigga who literally thought the world was flat and then pretended like he was just saying it to troll people after people called him stupid.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we dealing with here. We dealing with morons, bro. Like that's what. Let's just be for real. We not dealing with people like we look. You see, bro. If you watch that Lex Friedman interview, I can't. Let me tell you the number one thing I came away from that Lex Friedman interview thinking after I watched it with Kanye.
Right. What?
The number one thing I came away from it thinking after I watched through all 2 hours of it was Kanye don't know what the hell an engineer is, does he? That's what, that's what I thought. That's all. That's all. Right. He said the only thing that you should teach in school is engineering. Bruh, do you know what engineering is? Depending on what type of engineering you're into, you have to learn like a million other things to even do it, you idiot.
Mm-hmm.
So you literally have to teach all type of things. If you go, he said they should cut out history, bruh. She said, I should have not told you to watch this. He said they should cut history out of school, right? If you're gonna be a social engineer, you have to know history because you need to know trends. If you're gonna change up trends through social engineering, you have to know historical trends. You dumb mother, like Kanye West is stupid, bro. Let me break it down to you. We put in a nigga on a pedestal who is famous because he good at pushing buttons. That's what he is.
Nah, when he was trying to write down what Lex was saying, he was like, "Oh, forgive me, I'm not the best speller." But I don't know, man. I've been stopped. I mean, Kanye at one point was my favorite artist, but when it gets to the point where he's not making music no more, then I mean, what you can't really call him your favorite artist. He's not putting out no music. So
Kanye West is so genius he doesn't know what the f he's talking about. Maybe I'm just stupid then. Maybe I'm the stupid one, but I don't know.
I agree with that one. He has a
He
vision,
has
but
a
can't
vision, but he
articulate it.
can't articulate it.
Yeah, and lacks education. Yeah, I do agree with that.
Vision to do what, bro?
I mean,
What is
I
his
think
vision? Like,
for
I
me,
don't
I
know if he
would
got a
say
vision or not,
the
bro.
school was a good vision. I feel like
Yeah, it was a good vision. Was the school a good vision to charge people $15,000 for tuition? That was a vision?
I mean
No,
school.
bro.
I mean you gotta
That
pay
ain't no
tuition to
vision.
get in school.
It's a business. You
Most private schools
don't
you
have to
gotta
pay
pay to get
tuition
in.
to. Yeah, you do. But who said he had to open a private school if he got $11 billion? He could have opened a public school. Could have opened a charter school. If you open a charter school, the government will fund it. So why his vision didn't include that? I ain't the smartest nigga in the world, and I knew that.
Right.
Or was it just a money making opportunity? That's what it was. He'll still be my VP. I have hope in that. He needs to let go of the love of money. Kanye West need to let go of the love of the obsession with himself. That's where he fucks up everything at.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
But
Kanye West is more. Kanye West is obsessed with himself.
he is obsessed with himself, though.
But we just and Kyrie Irving is a moron, bruh. That's what he is. If Kyrie Irving couldn't play basketball, we'll be doing him the same way we do Alex Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Like, literally. If you know who Alex Jones is, and this is the thing, Alex Jones got crazier over time. Alex Jones used to actually, let me stop. No, I ain't gonna stop. Fuck that. Alex Jones back in the day, even though he used to say stupid shit, he used to actually come out and say stuff that made sense sometimes. Alex Jones is the one who exposed Bohemian Grove.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no matter what you want to say about him, no matter if you want to hear him talk, you can mute his documentary and just watch it. Because it ain't no faking the video footage that's in it. When he went in Bohemian Grove and saw all of those weird rich niggas, the place where presidents and all that go hang out, saw all those weird rich people in there literally doing some type of satanic ritual.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, bro. Dark secrets inside of Bohemian Grove. If the stream get cut off, you know why. Because I done brought this up. YouTube will literally cut your stream off for talking about this shit. It's
Mm-hmm.
not a joke.
That's crazy.
Like, so, like, when he started saying that Sandy Hook was fake and all that, that's when he really lost the plot. Because no, it wasn't fake, bro. People is when he started saying that shit, people walking up in the school with a pistol killing 30 kids, that ain't fake. With a carbine rifle, matter of fact.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Nick Lusco, Alex Jones. If he made a song out of the shit that Alex Jones done said, like, but yeah, that Bohemian Grove shit is for real. Like, it is. I saw the documentary. I watched the Bohemian Grove Alex Jones documentary. And if you don't agree with nothing Alex Jones say, you can mute it and still see it. He's in there. They tried to run him out. He even got up close to the owl statue and all that.
Mm-hmm.
He did all that. So like yeah, but if Kyrie Irving wasn't good at playing basketball, we'd be treating him the same way we treat Alex Jones, bro.
Right.
Like a nutcase, bro. Like a conspiracy theorist nutcase. That's all that he is.
Nah.
He's a fucking weirdo, bro. Like, and he ain't even nice like that, bro. Why don't we pay more attention to Steph Curry than we do to this fucking bum?
Mm-hmm.
Like, Steph Curry is better anyway.
Nah, but that's all I really had, man. As far as short things, I know that was pretty big. But other than that, I don't really got nothing.
Yeah, me either, bro. I'm
So,
pretty much
in recap, we talked about Her Loss, Drake and 21 Savage. Good album.
pretty good album.
And other than that, I mean, yeah. Next episode, we're going
Bro,
to have our
we
cameras back. So,
shit, we could get back up here on Monday, and we'll have something by then.
all right, let's do it. But in
All right.
closing, like, comment, subscribe the Recovery Room podcast on YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, wherever you can find us. AdamEve.com, promo code RRPOD. Go get your lover a holiday gift from AdamEve.com and use that promo code RRPOD, because what is the holiday season without Adam Eve?
It's not as sexy.
It's not. But yeah.
What about a song? Um, we'll play it. We'll play it on Monday. We got kind of some technical difficulties going on today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stream is not exactly set up the best today. I don't know who's.
And plus, I'm running on my internet is being ran by a box of cornflakes right now.
Not a box of cornflakes. Nah, but hey, I will be back on Monday.